Shabbat Shalom. I come bearing gifts. Shabbat Shalom once again. Shabbat Shalom to everyone here, everyone on Zoom. Shabbat Shalom. For those who don't know me, my name is Azeem Khan. I am the Immigration Clinic Navigator here at CBST, the ARC Immigration Clinic. And a little bit about me, as Rabbi Warber just said. I came to the clinic in October 2019 as a client. I came here and I met Rabbi James, as a matter of fact. Came here with no expectations, like whatever, because at that time, I was already living in the US 18 years undocumented. And I've been victimized by a lot of places I've been to. So I came here like, okay, whatever, Rabbi James, I'll see you next week. Little did I know my life was about to change. So I was invited to the Thanksgiving dinner, met Noemi there, and Noemi said to me the most hopeful thing I've ever heard. Noemi said to me, I don't know if we're going to take your case, but I know next year at this time you'll be in a better place. And so said, so done. I'm going to make it a little bit briefer. So we filed an application for myself that was 18 years late and weighed 15 pounds. Cost $100 to mail by FedEx, as a matter of fact. But I digressed. So we filed the application. When we prepped me for my interview, I represented myself, and we won. On my team, of course, was Marcia Melnick, was on my team. Susan Delalo, I don't know if Susan is here, and Dina Gold. And of course, Sabrina was president at that time. Thank you all very much. So that's me. Before I go much further, I want to say a very, very, very big happy 65th birthday to my mother, sitting over here. We've been through a lot in this life. I would like to focus on two things tonight, wins and losses. In this field of work and in life, we hear the words win and losses very often. And as I stood before the Torah last Rosh Hashanah in 2025, it was a great privilege and honor. But I couldn't help but think of the people that we lost along the way, the people who lost their lives in this immigration journey. People like my father, who could not realize the American dream because he lost his life during this journey. Never would I have thought that a few months after Rosh Hashanah 2025, that we would continue to have losses, that people would lose their life for simply exercising their democratic right to protest, to exercise their right for due process, and most importantly, to exercise their right to just exist. How could this be? For those we lost in this sacrifice, in this journey, let us not have their lives lost, go in vain. Let us honor them with an abundance of wins. I'm thinking of my father right now. Speaking of wins, since we began the clinic, as you heard, in 2019, we have served almost 3,000 clients. Not only with immigration, but social service, because, of course, social service goes hand in hand with immigration. There's so much complexity to the law. We have had 75 asylum wins, me being one of them. We filed to date 640 work permits and social security cards. A few green cards, and next week we will make history at CBST and we'll be filing the first citizenship application. More to come on that. Of course, there's so many wins, so many losses, but there's a very, very special win this year. Nikisha Scott. Ariel, Do we have Nikisha's picture up? So Nikisha couldn't be here this evening, so I'm going to speak on her behalf. That's Nikisha Scott. I think Bill would know Nikisha. By the way, Nikisha's T-shirt says love in rainbow colors. I just want to make note. Mine says Gap. I'll tell you why. It's not for fashion. So in my birth country, I can actually be attacked for wearing this. Because in my birth country, when they see the word GAP, it means gay and proud. So I'm protesting as I'm protesting. So Nikisha, what a lovely person. Nikisha fled Jamaica due to homophobia and gang violence, and she came to the Ark in April 2024. I did her first intake. She was 39 years old when she came, and Nikisha said to me, "You are the first person in my life I'm telling that I am gay," at 39 years old. And just last year, I met a man who was 60 years old, and for the first time, he said, "I am actually saying the words, I am gay," at 60 years old. I just want to say that the power of this clinic is not just immigration. It's not just social service. It's actually allowing someone the place and a space to breathe and to be themselves and to say those words at 60, "I am gay." Good for him. Very happy for him. Together, Bill, over here. A round of applause for Bill right here. Bill worked with Nikisha to put her asylum application together. She filed in September 2024. In March 2025, Nikisha received her work permit and started working as a home health aide. Now, this is the hard part. In September 2025, Nikisha went to her master calendar hearing. Following the law, no criminal history. This woman wouldn't even hurt a fly. She wouldn't even flick her hair back. She doesn't want to hurt her hair. She's such a gentle person. At that master calendar hearing, Nikisha was detained. Detained and moved. She was moved all over the country. She finally took her to Louisiana. The Ark Immigration Clinic, along with her lawyer, worked quickly. And we all together, Nikisha won her asylum case from in detention. December 2025, you have to stay 1 month in after the verdict. She won, she came out, and Nikisha today is continuing her work as a home health aide, and she's pursuing a career in nursing. Nikisha sends her profound gratitude to CBST, particularly Bill over here, and the accompaniment team. And she wants to thank each and every one of you for the opportunity for her to live and love freely. So out of the gift, this is mostly Marsha's fault. So last year, myself and Rabbi James and Barbara, are we seeing on the? So the Ark Immigration Clinic, congregation based in Katora, all of you received this award from the Village Independent Democrat for our work in the immigration field. So thank each and every one of you. That's for you, Marsha. Of course, none of these wins would be possible without each and every one of you, our staff, the clergy, our admin, security, accompaniment team, each and every single one of you, your thought, your good words, your vibes, everything makes us winners. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough. I just want to say a special shout out to security, as you mentioned security, because when our friends come to the clinic, that's the first person they see. And the way you say hello or something to them, it really sets the tone for their visit. So I really want to say a special thank you to security for always welcoming the friends when they come to us. Thank each and every one of you. Once again, our staff, our volunteers, our interns, our accompaniment team who accompany friends to their hearings. The WGI Academy, thank you for allowing our friends to speak their story and to put it together for their asylum cases. I want to say extra special thank you to our volunteers who come to the Zoom every single night and the ones who come to our clinics. I see a few faces here. I see Bill, of course. I think I see, who else is here? Amy. I see Susie. I see Kiki. Thank you all very, very much for being here.
And our friend Sandra.
Oh, and our friend Sandra. Sandra, welcome. Thank you all very much. CBST, thank you. Our clients, thank you. We thank you. I thank you. And I pray that even in these uncertain times, we will always find a way to have more wins than losses. And equally important, I pray that we all continue to fulfill the Torah and welcome the stranger. Thank you.